Okay, there's something that I don't think I have adequately explained. So I'm going to pull up Palantir. Um, Really easy in terms of what I've been talking about lately, like stress-free trading. So I got in on the 15. If you want to be stress-free, the 30 makes sense. Let me just get out of SMCI real quick. Um, okay, so what you want, what the hell? It rejected my order. How? Sorry. Just get out of that. Okay, so if you want the 30-minute entry, which makes a lot more sense in terms of what we're doing, Palantir, I want to show you the hour as well. Right, the hour was already quite strong, so it's a continuation of the hour. So you do want to take this inside 30, right? So when you do that, what am I doing, right? So if I take it here, my stop, this is way too wide for your entry, right? My stop when I enter, and I don't think I've been clear about this, so I apologize, should be the open and maybe a little bit lower, right? So for me, because I entered on the 15, I was already like, it had gone down and come back up, so I was fine. But you don't want your stop way down here when you enter a trade, right? You want to be trailing the 30s once you have some sort of profit. Number one, that's the number one thing I haven't been clear on. So I apologize. Secondly, when I enter here and I broke new high of day, that's my first target. So you know how I've spoken about taking profit at your targets or moving your stop at your targets. So once this crosses here, I have already moved my stops up. So the worst that can happen to me is I'm at break even, right? However, when this happens and I put my stops at break even, I'm still not looking back at the chart, right? Until I hit my next target, which is my move stops target, right? So if I'm trailing my 30s, so like now this is my exit on my 30. So I want to get rid of some of this stuff just so it's easier to see. So let's say that we're being conservative and this is my exit on my 30. So if the 30 flips continuity, that's fine as well. I don't really need this because I already have a break-even stop loss at like high of day, wherever that is. Okay. So as I'm climbing, I'm also moving my stops. So that's part of what's making this stress-free. Will I lose some money on these sometimes? Absolutely. But if you're going to put in stop losses, which I do suggest everyone doing, that will also be helpful in terms of like you not feeling like you have to keep looking back at the trade and keep looking back at the trade. So the only time I'm going to be looking back at this trade now is when I get an alert to move my stops. Okay? And then I'm going to move my stops. And the next time I get an alert is when I get another alert to move my stops, right? And so on and so on and so on. So that also helps in terms of like not hawking the trade and getting over excited. So I'm just checking because I'm in NVIDIA and AMD. I think I put both in the chat. For sure put AMD in the chat. But yeah, I'm just looking back at this. I also want to trade Tesla. So we'll see.